Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, day 4 of fixing the business. I gotta be honest with you, this has actually been much more of like a confessional than than anything else. Like I feel accountable to people. I don't know. Um, and it's so weird, but I I have looked forward to getting in my little, little space here that I typically conduct consult calls at. This is my office, and I usually talk to clients, via Zoom or whatever. I've never done like live anything on any other platform, but this feels so like confessional box, and I have enjoyed doing this every day. And um, I've heard from a few people, few DJs that are following along, and it's just really cool. So thanks for, you know, giving me the encouragement to keep going. Yesterday, I kind of broke down just some automation things that I was able to fix in our CRM called Honeybook, and I was able to just kind of show some things, and someone let me know that there's a delay in some of the screen share. So I'm gonna pay attention to that today, y'all. Thank you for the feedback. I'm always open to some feedback as we do this, but we're doing this together, y'all. Okay, like we're doing this together. So anyway, if it's it, I mean, I just want to let people know today, like I don't know. Like I woke up and I there have been multiple times over the last couple days, and I've thought, man, I'm really glad that I'm doing this. I'm really glad that I'm jumping in, and I'm kind of fixing these different parts of our business. I wonder how long it'll take. Sometimes I think about, do I give it a timeline? Do I give it like 60 days or 30 days or even 90 days? And I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna keep working on things until I actually know and feel really, really good about it. Right. And so I was able to knock out a couple of things yesterday. I'm going to knock out a couple of things today, and I'm going to do those actually live. So yesterday I did not get a chance to update our pricing, and I'm going to do that in one of our lead forms today on Honeybook. Okay. So I'm going to jump into our Honeybook process right now. You guys should be able to follow along with me as I make these changes just literally live. This is my task for today. Is we have a couple of lead forms that have pricing on them, and what happens is when someone goes to our website, they hit our contact form. After that contact form, we have an automation inside of Honeybook that automatically anybody that hits that contact form gets forwarded into one of these lead pages to give us more information. And let's talk about this for just a second. I want to break this down in case you're like, Russ, you're a crazy person. Why are you even doing it this way? I've never heard of this concept. So what I learned early on in this situation is the only way that we're actually going to get people that are into our system that are qualified leads. And when I say by lead, I mean someone looking for a DJ, like that's your lead. Like someone looking for a DJ. But I need what was happening in the early days is like I just had this open form. I didn't show pricing. And people would just make a request, and ultimately I would end up talking to them, and it was a great conversation. But when I presented pricing to them, they were like, whoa, that's way out of our price range, like we can't do that. And ultimately, like, I learned some sales skills with that, but I didn't close those deals because those people were never going to pay the pricing that I wanted to pay. Right. So I've just decided that as we've grown and as we've gotten sort of a reputation now, and we're able to be trusted, I just put our prices everywhere. Like, and so what I do is when people come into our environment and they fill out our contact form, they already know how much we cost. Like they can see, but then I reinforce that with the options. Okay. And you'll see that on these lead forms that I'm gonna tweak out today just to give us and I like put our new pricing in front of people. Now, here's the deal. They've already seen the pricing on our website, but this is being reinforced that it's like if you book this call with our team please understand this is what it costs. And so every time I get a little ding, 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 when Honeybook lets me know that I have a consult call, I already know that these people have seen our prices multiple times. So this is not a bashful, like, I'm sorry, but it costs this much. Like, no, they know how much it costs. Okay, so that's one thing that I'm like pretty confident in this system of ours. What I'm confident in is our lead gen and our sales portion. What I am fixing these days is just everything that happens after people book. And that part is the tough part. And you know what? Maybe in the next couple of weeks, as we go along, we'll have people that are reaching out and they're saying, "Hey, how do we get more leads?" And maybe we'll just go down that road. Like maybe we'll just talk live over that. Great, cool. All right, so here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take a look at some of the things that I'm working on the HoneyBook. I'll try to go super slow, y'all, so that you can see it. Hopefully, you can see this right now. I think you can. Baller. Here we go. All right. So what I mentioned yesterday is really simple. So in HoneyBook, I've got my dashboard set out this way to where the sidebar I see everything. And so where I'm going to be today is in this lead capture area. Okay. And maybe I'll do a live on how we set up our lead forms. But what I'm going to do is I've set a lead form up for my buddy Jonathan, DJ Rev, who is one of the best DJs I've ever seen live. Just he doesn't like me talking great about him, but but I'm going to anyway because he's awesome. Anyway, so Rev has his own environment, right? Rev is a partner, but he's also our most booked out DJ. And there's a lot of reasons why. He's amazing, but he does a really good job on social. And he has this link that's set on all his social platforms. So people that see him and want Rev, man, they just hit this form. It goes directly to this form and they fill it out. And then I do a consult. I tell him how great Rev is, and he gets bookings. Like that's just the way it is. This man is doing maybe 55, 60 weddings this coming year. I mean, the dude's an animal. But here's the deal. This is how we do it. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna edit Rev's form. Okay. So what we've got set up, y'all, is just what Rev does, gives a little bit of background, what our process is here. We've built this out, and then these services that need some pricing updates. Okay, so we've got packages for Rev that do not reflect our current pricing going into 2026. Our oak tree is our reception only. It's our most basic package, reception only, audio. We give them a kind of a cool booth and then just dance floor lighting. But it's 16.95, but we're moving this up this year to 18.95. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to hit 18.95. I'm literally done. I'm going to publish those changes. Boom. That's number one. Number two is we're going to go up. This is our most common chosen package, right? And we've been at 19.95 now for 2 years. I know. Just don't hate on me, YouTube. It's all good. Don't hate on me. We should have changed this a long time ago, but we are. Okay. So here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to 22.95 here. That I feel like, okay, 10%. Let's start here for January, right? So just so you guys know, and this may be your case as well, but January is always the biggest month of the year for us to book. Like we'll book 20 to 30. No. That's too many. Probably between 20 and 26 weddings in January alone. And so think about this just for a second, okay? At 26 weddings, if I add 300 bucks per wedding, okay? 300 bucks per wedding, y'all. Let's add this up real fast. So 26 times 300. Oh, friends and fam. If you can believe this, that's 7,800 bucks. Okay. In 1 month. In 1 month. All right. And let's just do the math here too. So we have an early pay program where we incentivize couples to go ahead and pay up front in full. The couple of incentives, I won't go into those, but it's awesome. But if you, I mean, let's just get excited for a second. Like I'm changing my pricing. Just it's going to be a simple button here. It's taking me 30 seconds to do. And if we can do the amount that we pretty much will do because we've proven that we're proving that value, then Ozark makes us set to make $7,800 extra per like in that month. And then every month moving forward, we make we make that based on the numbers that we do. So I'm actually really excited about this. So 22.95 is gonna be the spot. All right. So we're doing that. Now we're gonna go down here to this next package, which is everything from Ozark. Plus, we're gonna give them a photo booth. This pricing is going up $200 as well. So we're gonna go 24.95. And then we've got this really cool reserve package that I'm going to make some changes to. Okay. It's everything from Ozark package. Plus, we're going to give them our elegant booth, photo booth. We're going to kill the light up dance floor because that partner of ours is no longer, they don't have it anymore. We do have a Canon party starter, but now, y'all, we've got Cold Sparks. So we go, we're going to go Cold Sparks. Actually, let's move this up. CO2 Canon party starter. Why is it doing a? I'm going to fix the, there we go. Y'all, I don't even know what's happening here. I don't want to waste y'all's time on this live fixing that part. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do Cold Sparks for, oh, there it is. It worked. How did that happen? I don't even know. Cold Sparks for entrance and exit. And so this price is here's what this price is. So let's just say our print booth is typically $595. Our Canon party starter is typically at $149, and our Cold Sparks are $495. All right, so if I add all that up, I'm gonna add that up really quick. If I add 595, 595 plus 495 plus 150, that's 1240. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna kind of try to package this all together. I'm going to do that for $995. So that's going to save 240 off of everything if they package it all together. This gives me a talking point to do. All right, so $995 plus the $22.95 for Ozark, right? Yeah. So then this price here, you guys, man, this is $32.95. So literally such a good deal in my mind. All right, so I've changed these prices for today. And here we go. So no one was booking this reserve, by the way. Like it hasn't been something that we've really booked a ton, but now like look at what I think is going to happen now, and we're going to do this on our website as well. What I think is going to happen now is as we publicize Cold Sparks for the new year and the CO2 Canon that we got a bunch of video footage from in the last 2 months, as we push this out, people are going to be like, well, I want to do I just feel like the reserve is going to be a popular package. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and publish these changes. Boom. And so now anytime someone hits that link, they'll see it from Rev. And like I mentioned, for those of you joining us right now, Rev has his own link, and I would highly recommend. We're doing this with everyone. So I've been gathering I've been gathering like background information from from the DJs that are with us, and we're going to create one of these for everybody. So now, when they come into our environment, this is another system that I'm working on today to help, because this allows me to differentiate which DJ that they stumbled upon, that's a part of our group, and they can request this person, right? So, what we haven't been able to do is I've been doing that sort of on my own, like figuring out what that couple needs, and I know our teams and I know the vibe that they provide, and so I've just been making that decision sort of, on my own. But now, maybe if we kind of categorize everybody in these lead forms, that's going to be really helpful. I hope I'm making sense. It doesn't sound like I am, so I'm going to move on. All right. So now all these things need to be, I want them to be congruent and I want them to look right. So what we're going to do is we're going into the every single service one here. Oak Tree. Look at this. This price was wrong. Look, y'all, come on, man. See, now I'm noticing that the price that we had inside of Oak Tree for Rev was 16.95, and the one that's here is 15.95. I could be losing out on $100 every single time. It's crazy. All right, so 18.95 is what we're fixing this to. We're going over here. We're going to make this 22.95. We're going over here to mix and picks. We're making this 24.95. And we're going over here to this reserve deal. And see, this one is completely different. No one ever picks this. And so we're going to do cold sparks for entrance and exit. Got that fixed. Boom. And so what did we say this was? 32.95. Yeah. 32.95. Bang. Done with that form. So these are forms that are on different parts of our environment. So and they're duplicate forms. So they should be the same. But we've got some things happening within our website that, for some weird reason, some of these are in different places. So we've got to fix this. All right. So again, this is so eye opening. You guys see this right here? 21.95 for Ozark. It was completely a different price. What is happening? I don't know. This drives me crazy. This one's 22.95. Like this one's right. How weird. And then we've got a Canon party starter. Nothing here. What is even happening? Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to capitalize all this. And this one's going to be 32.95. Again, think about this for just a second, everybody. We have 3 units that we're upselling for $1,000. The Canon party starter, this actually should go up here. The Canon party starter, the booth with Prince, and the cold sparks, outside of themselves, if you book them, they would be $12.95, but we're actually adding them to the package for $9.95. So we're just trying to get a deal going, but this could astronomically change change like if we added 9.95 to 40% of the weddings that we do, which is like 15 to 16 each month. So that would be like then $6,000 upsells of every month. Multiply that by 12. You've just added a whole nother line of business. Like it's really good. Like I think I love ascribing to the idea that if you listen to Alex Hermosi very much, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's like a business podcaster and incredible business mind. But what I have learned from his content is that don't create 1,000 products. Sell the same product 1,000 different ways. Don't create 1,000 products or 100 products, but sell the same product 100 different ways. And so that's what you're doing when you have this equipment that's literally just sitting around. Like, figure out how to put it into the things that you do all the time and just charge people more and, like, tell them this is this is gonna be such a different experience. And I'm saying this to myself, like, that's what I'm so encouraged about being able to work on my business right now. It's allowing me to think through some of these things and see what's possible instead of, like, griping about, "Oh, we don't have the money for that." Let's just go create the money for that, you know? But when you're not thinking about it and when you're not, when you're just doing the thing and you're just going through the motions, you don't take time to look through this. That's why I've just been so grateful for this time to just look and do this. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to do it. Man, another thing, look, these prices are just so weird. We've not done a good job here. So we're fixing them. 24.95, and then we had so we're gonna kill this. We used to have a space that we would do these private parties, and we no longer have the space, so we're not doing these private parties. So Cold Sparks. And trying to get ahead of myself here. So this is gonna be 32.95. So, what I suspect that will happen and what I hope to be able to report on here in the next month or so after we do some consults is my logic here, you guys, is that when people see these prices and we present them in our sales calls, we start with this is the most basic. Here's what most people do. If you pay a little bit more, you can get a photo booth. And then if you really want to ramp it up for not that much more, you can do this. Okay. Like, so that's pretty fun to me. Like, I'm excited about that. All right. Dope. We changed pricing today, everybody. We did it. Way to go, fam. All right. So hopefully you guys were able to see a lot of that and you could follow along with me. I feel really good. Like I'm gonna take a breath. I'm like, pricing has changed. We fixed it. And then my website people are fixing it on their end. And so now everything is gonna be seen. And it's just like I just feel so much better, you guys. Like, and we're only at day 4. So I'm grateful for the time that we could spend together. You guys go kill it. If you need anything, let me know. Yeah, have a great day. See ya.